I hear a really loud wood knock just instantly right over there, and then something just takes off running through the brush line. I could hear limbs snapping and all that. And I could hear all the squirrels going off, all, going crazy. And then it started getting closer and closer to me, and I just freaked out and jumped in my car and took out of here. Because I felt like, I was not going to survive whatever was coming towards me.
From a previous campout, Will Ulmer was haunted by the screams he heard in the night. To conquer his fears, he returns to the site alone and has an encounter that only confirms his worst nightmares.
There's something out there. I don't know if it's just because the forest is so thick and dark, but the place has always given me the creeps, and I've talked to a lot of locals. They all feel the same way when they're out there. They'll go out there and do some fishing on this lake, but when the sun starts going down, they pack it up and leave. And I decided, I'm going to go out there and do some solo camping, be a man, and conquer my fear of the place. Just the year prior, Buddy and I went out there and did some camping, and we had the whole place to ourselves, and we started hearing wood knocks responding to us chopping firewood. So of course we knocked back, and that ended up turning into a long night. We eventually, I guess we attracted something in, and the vocals that we heard that night were just absolutely terrifying. I mean, they were loud and right on top of us. So after that, I just wanted to go back there and do a one-night solo camping trip. So I packed up my rig and I drove out there. I get to the area, I drive around the whole lake, and nobody else is out there. I have the place to myself again. So I pull up on, I think it was the north end of the lake, and I get out of the rig, and I'm just kind of like looking around, and I have to relieve myself. And I pulled into this camp spot. I get out, I'm not out of my car for more than 5 minutes. I gotta take a leak, so I come over here, doing my business. All of a sudden I hear this loud wood knock just in front of me in the tree line. I hear a really loud wood knock just instantly right over there, and then something just takes off running through the brush line. I could hear limbs snapping and all that. So I haven't been there for more than 5 minutes, and something just knocked and ran off in front of me. So I'm like, I'm trying to shake it off and zip up and get back to my car so I can grab my recorder or camera, something. And as I turned, I caught a glimpse of something. And then I looked over this way, and if you can see that rock formation, okay, you see that big rock face right over there? Now just to the left of that is another rock. You can kind of see it sticking up out of the tree. All that vegetation wasn't there when I was out here. All I saw was head and like a head and shoulders and really messed up hair. Best way I can describe the hair is like what someone would look like if they slept all night and they woke up and their hair is just all over the place. I saw a large head, and I call it bedhead because its hair was just like all messed up, and it drops down instantly behind this rock, and all the birds go flying out of the brush over there, flying out of the trees. That freaked me out. So I run to the car to get my camera, and that's when I started hearing something just moving, and then I could just hear something just hauling butt walking towards me, or walking along the ridge there, and I can hear all the squirrels going off like crazy. And something was obviously heavy, big, and moving towards me quickly. I could hear all the squirrels going off, going crazy. And then it started getting closer and closer to me. And I don't know if it was, reading too many of those 411 missing 411 books, but everything changed in a matter of seconds. The weather, the clouds started moving in, the wind started picking up. Everything was just becoming this doom and gloom atmosphere. And I was like, screw this, I'm out of here. I just freaked out and jumped in my car and took out of here. Because I felt like, I was not going to survive whatever was coming towards me. And as I'm getting in the car, I could hear something moving in quicker. And I don't even remember pulling my pistol, but I pulled it out, and I'm starting up the car, put it in reverse, and as soon as I put it in drive, I had the pistol right against the window because I was expecting whatever was there to just hit the side of my car at any second. And I sped out of there, and I was doing probably about 60 down this mountain dirt road until, I got about maybe, 5 miles away before I calmed down and actually pulled off to catch my breath. There's something out there, and that happened at Little Twin Lakes. And it's just this tiny little lake just nestled out there. But I saw something that had bedhead, and there was a head and shoulders. That's all I saw. But it happened super fast.